I swear on these sainted bones that I will do everything in my power to support your claim to the throne of England, and to cement this alliance, I will marry your sister.
Foxy lady.
But the Saxons, and Harold in particular, had a very different recollection of that event.
I swear on these sainted bones that I will do all in my power to support your claim to the throne of England.
We'll never know the truth about that meeting, but either way, Harold came home to England and William remained in Normandy, confident that Harold had sworn a sacred oath. Years pass and now he can return to the years whence from we started. 1066 and Edward the Confessor's deathbed.
I have to confess, I'm not feeling well.
No, my lord. You are dying.
Thanks. Ease the blow, why don't you? Oh, well, in that case... Harold, I commend the entire kingdom to your protection.
Would you like to make that a little bit more definite and plain? You know, I name you heir Harold, you're next Harold, something like that. Focus, my liege. This is pretty important. What? You want me to be king?
Well, you all heard him, didn't you?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Good. You know it makes sense.
On the same day as Edward the Confessor is buried, Harold is proclaimed and crowned King of all England.
Because I'm worth it.
Now you'd think, wouldn't you, that Harold would be a happy chap, king and all that. But no, there was a blot on his landscape.
Well, in the sky, to be more accurate.
The Bayeux tapestry records the coronation, but look, top right. That furry star is Halley's Comet. The consensus at the time was that this was an ill omen. Not that Harold was the only one having problems.
What is all this racket?
It's William. He's just heard of Harold's coronation and he's not taking it too well.
Hey, take it easy, dude. Things can't be that bad.
He promised me I would be king. And he broke a sacred oath. You saw it. You did! Edward promised me I would be king. And now Harold's gone and grabbed it. Okay. That's it. I'm going to invade. I've had enough of those two-timing English.
Here's where William played his trump card. He sent an envoy to Rome to convince the Pope that Harold was a thug who mistreated the Catholic clergy. The Pope gave William his formal blessing for an expedition against Harold. Not only that, but gave him his papal banner to carry into the battle. At this point, all those Norman barons who had been reluctant to fight suddenly became very keen on what they saw as a holy war against the English.
Ready for the big day?
I would be, but the soothsayer says there are bad omens. And the weather's been awful over the channel.
You put a lot of faith in him, do you?
I think he's a load of old codswallop, to be honest. But the men need to believe things will go right. And things are going well. I have an enormous fleet assembled, thousands of men and horses. We've even got these flat-packed castles. So, Brian, make sure you take the pegs with you this time.
Oui, mon Duke.
Never seem to go together right. Always bits left over.
The Normans really did bring across a flat-packed castle, a wooden one. It consisted of pre-cut planks which were then fastened together with wooden pegs. They were probably numbered, so they could be put together in the right order. That way you ended up with a keep and not a wardrobe.
My lord, Harold Hardrada from Norway has landed with a huge battle force and is camped at Stamford Bridge. No, not that one. Stamford Bridge near York.
No.
Harold Hardrada, King of Norway, was in the Premier League when it came to cruelty. He particularly enjoyed sending little birds into the eaves of houses with flaming wood chips tied to their tails. Nice.
Anyway, they've landed.
Oh, everybody wants a piece of the action. No worries, my northern lords will sort it.
Unfortunately, they lost in extra time, sire.
Oh, do I have to do everything? To horse!
Wouldn't it be nice if we could afford real horses?
Everybody was
action.
Kung Fu fighting.
It was here at Stamford Bridge that the English finally met the Vikings. Harold had managed to gather together and march an army in just 5 days from London all the way to York. An amazing feat of arms which caught Harold Hardrada completely by surprise. Look at him. He's enormous, isn't he?
The bigger they come, the harder they fall.
Yes, and as the thousands of men fought up, well, you're going to have to use your imagination. This isn't Hollywood, you know. Anyway, the long and the short of it is, Harold won the day.
Right, he was a big one, eh? Oh, I'm glad that's over.
My lord, the Normans have landed at Pevensey Bay on the south coast with an enormous invasion fleet.
Where was our fleet?
We've gone back to the Thames, sire.
You're beginning to get on my nerves, you know. To horse! Do you think I could have a real horse this time? It's a hell of a long way, you know.
Why don't you just take your time? Rest up, rest your army. You can take on William later. He's not going anywhere, you know. Do you know, if only he'd waited, he'd have probably done a lot better.
It says here, apply side F to side K.
Would you hurry up and put that thing together? Harold will be here soon. And bring forth my soothsayer.
He drowned on the way over, sire.
As omens go, it's probably a bad one.
In those days, people took omens very seriously. William fell to the ground when landing on English soil. It was considered a bad sign. It had happened to Harold Hardrada, who, as we know, came to a sticky end. But William dismissed this omen, stating that he purposefully grabbed his new land with both hands. With such a dangerous and crucial battle ahead, it's no surprise that people saw a cosmic significance in all that was around them.